Kaizer Chiefs won, AmaZulu won, and we drew a game that we should have won. And I know that most people will go to the two big moments of the game. One, Lilepo missing a penalty, and two, Mayo cancelling a goal that was already going in. A lot of people have already addressed these two things, but I will also, say what I think. For the penalty, I will always, never, ever, ever in my life blame a player for missing a penalty. Why? Because it's a penalty. Like, it's a keeper guesses the right way. They get a strong hand on that, then you are done. You know. And then number two, Kainsa Mayo. I'm gonna say it with all the love that I can muster up. There was nonsense, Kainisa, because that ball was going in. You do not have to go in there and try to kick that ball because it's a goal. It's just being selfish, and we don't need none of that at Kaizer Chiefs. That's the thing. But besides that, we have a lot of other things to cover. Other things about the tactical breakdowns and how the team was supposed to play or was trying to play, we are going to look at that on the cutback. But from this game, the coaches, did they have a plan? They did. Was it similar to the previous game? It was. Did it work? Absolutely. What was the issue? The issue was the same thing that we always complain about. We do not finish our chances. And I did an interview and I talked about this one thing. Kaizer Chiefs need a striker coach. We need a striker coach like yesterday. Because one of the things that I had a problem with was the anticipation of our players. You have Solomon's taking the ball to the byline, and then you have our strikers not making a run to the back post. There is no anticipation that the ball will miss everyone. And this is the thing that I always fight from under 10s to under 15s. I'm like, listen, boys, when the ball is taken, a shot is taken, you run towards the goal as if you know that the keeper is going to make a mistake. We lack that. That is my problem. We lack players right now who are, what's the word? Scavengers, who just go in and expect things to fall their way. Any chance that they can feed on to fall their way. I did an interview with Kwena and he said that this game was not a game that who Silva was supposed to play in. I think this game is a game that Silva was definitely supposed to play in because he was he's the one player at Chiefs who actually plays in such a way that he will scavenge on those chances. I think that with the subs that the coaches made, there is a feeling that they were under pressure from the fans, which is something that we can blame fans and say fans were not supposed to put the coaching staff under pressure. But at the same time, you don't you don't get your hands forced by fans, if we're being honest, if by all due respect. Most fans just love football, but they don't understand it. So you cannot start listening to fans and making subs based on the fact that fans are saying make changes. Was there a need to make subs? Sure. Modi, for example, was tired. So take him off, right? Because you saw that you were not going to get anything from him. I wonder how much the fact that Mayo took his goal affected him. So he was not in the game. Maybe if you bring on Tuba for him. Maybe bring on Dupriz on that side for him. Maybe leave Mtuduzi Shabalala, who was actually performing, and take off Modi and bring on Chisle to play in the inside channel. So why not make those changes that can actually change the game on the 60th minute if you want to make changes? But if you're looking at the game from their perspective, because I looked at the game and I was like, why are they not making changes? And then I was like, okay, Chiefs is in control of this game. Chiefs is attacking in this game. So perhaps they are not making any changes because they see that they might ruin the momentum. And lo and behold, when they made those subs, the momentum of the team actually, we were a bit slower because the players were already playing in the game, were used to how the match was going. So now, I will say this about the coaches. They had a good plan starting off the game, but some things confused me when they were making subs. For example, you make a sub, you take off Lilepo. Lilepo, by the way, He missed a penalty. He had some few chances that he didn't take, but he is the best player in the team. And I know some people feel like there are players that if you don't sub them, they feel untouchable. It's not even about that. It's about the fact that if you are desperate and you need a goal, who's likely going to get a goal for you at Kaizer Chiefs? Who got a goal on Saturday for Chiefs when they needed the goal the most? It was Lilepo. And he looked like he was up for it. He had missed a penalty. He was playing under pressure. You take him off in the name of you are protecting him from the fence. But what you are actually doing, you are telling and reinforcing the thing that the fans do, which is bully players and bully the technical team into making substitutions. So if you're going to start listening to fans, you are just messing up in more ways than you can think of, because you can never protect the players from the fans. The only way that the fans can be on the side of the players is if the players perform. So if you're taking off Ulilepo, one player who can give you a goal, then you are basically saying, oh, next week, by the way, if you feel like booing Mfundo Vilakazi or Mduduzi Shabalala or whoever you want to boo, we will sub him off. And then you can just, which I think is nonsense. It's nonsense that fans can demand players to be taken off, and once those players are taken off and the person who came on for him does not perform, who is going to be blamed? The coaches. Fans wanted subs. Lilepo went off, Da Silva came on. They clapped. Da Silva did not perform. Why did Da Silva play? Do you understand me? So you can never win with fans. I know now I'm directing this thing at just the subs, but it's the response. Khalil Ben Youssef said it himself. He said in South Africa, one game you perform, they call you Messi. The next game you don't perform, they call you a plumber. He knows the mentality of fans. So why bow to their pressure? Don't do it ever, because Mina, as much as I don't like the circumstances of them becoming coaches and head coaches because of what happened with Nabi, but I think they genuinely are doing a good job. I do. So then why mess that up? Don't mess that up. Just continue doing what's working. And what's working is the way that they're approaching the game. And if you see that it's not a time to make subs, don't make subs. And finally, one thing that I also think we need to cover about Chiefs as well is we need to keep on each week giving credit to a credit is due. Oximtetwa, every single game he delivers. Dylan Solomons has been sidelined for a long time. Comes back today, another solid game. Kwinika rotating with Umtetwa, even sometimes becoming a 6, but at the back, just marshalling the back line. Again, solid performance. Cross, solid performance. Khosi Phile Ngcobo. Today, I heard people talking a lot about him on Saturday. I won't lie, I didn't see much, but today it was proper. So I'm going to keep on giving credit where credit is due. Even to Duzi, after all the nonsense of Saturday, for him to come back and perform like this today, forget the goal. His overall performance was just good. So we need to keep on encouraging the players and encouraging the things that they are doing well to continue doing. Even Lilep, the fact that he was getting chances is because he was getting in the right positions. That's what we must get right. People celebrate goals that are being scored, but you don't just score a goal. You need to find yourself in a specific position, in a specific zone, and be able to score. So we have to encourage that. Modi, that was a good finish. Modi was finding himself in the right spaces. We'll take that, and we need to encourage those things. Just get your head up, because in the next game on Sunday, we need you to be there again. And this team that we are currently playing with, keep it on Saturday as it is and see what happens. But that's what I thought about the game. I'm still going to do a deep dive tactical breakdown on the game, and I'll post it on the cutback. And if you are watching this after that video will be here, right here on the left, and you can go watch it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, Ikos Alpelumoy.
Remember to subscribe.